Okay, good people, good morning and happy Father's Day to all the fathers, but I need to address some stuff that's been going on my channel. A few of my Hispanic, Latino followers have said that during slavery that they helped, the Mexican people helped black people, and I said I don't believe it. Why I don't believe it? Because just like Christopher Columbus' whole endeavor, whole adventure, whole discovery was not the truth, that lets you know that history does tell untruths. Let's say it like that. So we won't, they say using the word lie that's too vulgar or whatever. So we're not going to use that. Tells untruths. But let me explain something to you. You say you helped us because Mexican people say they helped black people out of slavery because their country was open and they let us take refuge in Mexico. I don't believe that, because I know two girls right now that escaped from Dominican Republic and went through Mexico, and now they're in Philadelphia and in New York right now. So that's not called help. You didn't help us do anything. If we did escape through your country is one of those countries that you can escape through. Just like you escaped to our country, which is America. I know you're going to say you guys were here first, but I don't really understand that. I don't understand. If something was yours first, how did you lose it? How is it illegal for you to come here if this was your country? I don't care about the street names and all that. No disrespect to you, but I just don't believe it. This is my opinion, and I'm pushing my opinion. I don't believe it. So when you run around saying that y'all help black people out of slavery, I have to strongly disagree, because I'm gonna explain what help is. Help is what the Democrats did for y'all. They let you guys cross over through holes in the fences. They let you guys come in this country, in the USA. They gave you money. They gave you asylum, and they gave you shelter. So they gave you a voucher for housing, and they gave you our money that we pay taxes, that we pay taxes. See, I pay taxes into my country. You guys came, a lot of you guys, not all of y'all, because some of you guys have came over here the legal way and got legal citizenship, and I respect that. I'm talking about the people that's illegal, that's talking like they helped us. You didn't help us. I'm showing you what help is. Help is what the Democrats did. You didn't help us out of slavery. Your country was open. We probably came through there if that was the truth. But we don't know. We don't know if that was the truth. But if anything, the Democrats helped y'all out by giving you money, letting you come to this country, and letting you seek asylum over here. That's what you call help. Letting somebody come in your country through an open door, that's not help. When you give somebody money and help them get legalized in this country, and you give them shelter, food stamps, that's what you call help. So stop running around saying that y'all helped black people out of slavery, because you didn't. That's what we call help. So then I start doing a little deep diving and doing some research, and I'm trying to figure out what country what city or state did we escape from to get refuge in Mexico? Okay, so you figure like Texas, somewhere down there by that. Man, y'all ain't helped us do nothing. Stop spreading those false rumors, because y'all ain't helped us do nothing. I just explained to you what help is. I ain't never heard of no Mexicans giving no black people no money and pulling them out of slavery. Help is when you go get somebody and give them all the tools they need to succeed. Y'all ain't did that. You can't tell me that y'all did that, because y'all not doing that now. So how you think that the way you guys react and act with black people just started right now? This has been going on for decades. This is how y'all been raised. I had a friend My best friend was Mexican. I think we was 13 or 14 years old. And he invited me over for dinner. Actually, his mom invited me over for dinner. And after I left, he had to wash dishes. He said, wait for him outside. He'll be outside. So he came outside mad and, almost in tears. And I said, what happened? What's going on, man? He said, man, my mom just bent the fork up and broke the plate and threw it in the trash that you ate on. I was so young, I didn't even understand what was going on. But now I understand what was going on. The names you use, just like I just said this on my last video. I was just looking for this girl. I looked for her on Google. I haven't seen her in 20 years, so I'm looking her up, trying to find her on the internet, and it gave me a lot of numbers. It gave me about 7, 8 numbers to call, so I started calling the numbers, and I said, man, I speak to such and such. She said, no, get the F off my phone, you fudging monkey. This was a Hispanic lady, so I'm like, see, the way they act towards us, like not hiring us, not letting us work on their houses and all that, that didn't just start. That's old. You don't just get taught that. That's been deeply rooted inside somebody for them to treat another person like that, for you to box another person out like that. See, Mexicans are family-orientated people. They look out for their own, which is no problem. I respect that. But what you're not going to do is try to lowball us and try to act like we the problem, and you showing signs of being the problem. We are who we are. We went through enough stuff already, and we finally getting a few of our accolades, because we invented a lot of stuff. We done did a lot of stuff. It's been a secret. People kept it a secret, but everything is coming out now. But Latinos, y'all ain't helped us do nothing. Zero. Stop putting that out there. Y'all ain't helped us do nothing. The fight that you have with Donald Trump, that ain't got nothing to do with us. We staying out of that. We gotta focus and support our own. Like y'all focus and support your own. Don't look for us to come help when we needed a job. Y'all wasn't helping us. Y'all wasn't hiring us. So don't look for us to, when it's time that y'all need us. We never asked y'all to come support us with nothing. We ain't asked y'all to come support us with nothing. So stop that. And I got love for Mexican people. So I got a whole bunch of Mexican friends. But if you running around with that rhetoric, spitting that venom, I ain't going to be able to do it. I'm not going to respect that. And I'm not going to sit down and let you even pull that off. Mexican people, you did not help black people out of slavery. I just explained to you what help was. Help is what the Democrats did for y'all to try to get y'all a vote. To try to get y'all to vote Democrat forever. And it backfired. Stop saying y'all helped us, because y'all ain't helped us do nothing.
The relationship between Black Americans and Latino didn't start today. When I say relationship, I'm talking about the back and forth. It's not because of the deportation that it started. No. It's not even back as far as during the election when Black Americans went around, making sure that everybody is well enlightened as to who to vote for. And of course, Black Americans were very straightforward. They said, let's come together as minority group. They spoke to Latinos, the Cubans, the Venezuelans, just name it. And they said, let's not vote for this guy, because this guy is not going to favor us, the minorities. But guess what? Latinos did not listen. And let me go back again. So the relationship between Black American and Latino is not just because of that also. Also, going back, Latinos, even at their home front in Mexico, Cuba, and all those places, especially Mexico's or Mexicans, they do not like, if you are black, there's this anti-blackness that even as a Mexican, if you give that to someone that is darker in color, the stigmatization starts from there. And so every parent wants their daughter to be light in complexion, if you're going to get married to anybody. And that's why I see this proximity to whiteness has been on. So that's why I said this back and forth. It's not just today. And if you see Latinos not wanting to listen to Black American, it is because of the underlying factor of anti-blackness that has been on against. Of course, you know that there are Afro Latinos. Ask what is their situation in Mexico. Well, when I come back, I'll be talking about their situation and how they are being treated. Because it's not just about Black Americans, it's about the fact that even Black people in Mexico don't always get the best of treatment. Welcome back to my channel. Thank you guys for tuning in. Today we're going to be talking about Black Americans as they have message for Latinos, and Latinos are saying that we've been deported, our status is being revoked, and all of that. ICE is coming against us. What are you guys doing? Can we unite? And blacks are saying that no, we told you guys to unite, but you didn't listen to us. So when I come back, I'll be diving deeper into this very topic. Credit belongs to original creator of every content and stitches, guys. Let's go check it out. I'll be right back. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share if you love this great content. I'll be right back.
Cubanos for Trump. Cubanos for Trump. Latinos for Trump. Venezolanos for Trump. Where you at? On June 3rd, 2025, the United States Supreme Court upheld a decision or upheld Trump's executive order to deport you Latinos for Trump out of fucking America. TPS status has been revoked. In addition to that, he put out a list of banned countries. And on that list of banned 12 countries, Cuba and Venezuela was on that list. So, Senora, I love Donald Trump. I will vote for Trump. I bet you feel extra stupid right now. You're right. You were used. And we're going to make this very political. I will vote for Donald Trump. I like freedom. I know freedom. I will vote for Donald Trump. You don't fucking know freedom, bitches. None of y'all know fucking freedom. Because if you knew freedom, and if you cared about freedom, what you would have done was follow the ejemplo of the people who knows freedom better than anybody else. Because they have been fighting that motherfucker since the first slave ship arrived in America in 1776. And black people have been fighting for freedom since 1776. The blueprint of freedom is founded by the backs and the blood of black people. And black people told you to vote for the black lady. But I don't know where in your minds or who told you that black people are lazy, they don't want to work, none of that shit. I don't know who guys told you that. Because black people built America for motherfucking free. Black people allowed you to come into America and be a part of the fucking American dream. They died for that. Like Jesus Christ. Like Dio himself. Since so many of you guys believe in God or call yourself to be Christians, black people died literally on the cross for you motherfuckers. They were hung on trees. They were burnt alive. They were tear gassed. They were drenched with hoses. They were beaten. They were murdered. So that you can have the freedom to come to America. Black people did that for you. They weren't fucking lazy when they were doing that shit now, were they? So you get here after the civil rights movements of 1963. You get the Cuban Adjustment Act in 1966. And ever since you guys have come here, you guys want to do everything but integrate, get to know, and be very anti-black for no reason. Newsflash. No one knows white people better than black Americans. They literally raise them. They raised white kids on their titties and gave them black ladies milk before they gave their own children the milk. The minute you guys had an opportunity to say thank you to black people, you went in the voting booth and says, fuck them ends. Fuck those lazy blacks. They ain't shit. We're going to vote for whites. That made me think about a few months back. I went out on a date with an Egyptian guy who was telling me the story of how he came to America the right way and how all of his family were here. They were no longer in Egypt. And somewhere in there, he told me that he was white. He's white in America. But his skin is just as dark as mine. But he's white in America. And it made me think. So I was born at Harlem Hospital in 1970. And in 1970, when you were born, when you were a Latino born, your birth certificate used to have the letter H. And that's all it says, that I am an H. I am a single child born in 1970 to Evarista Morera and to my sperm donating father. Now as I've gotten older and I have to fill out paperwork will ask me, what's my race? Am I black? Am I white? I check no, I'm black. And then it says to me, are you black Hispanic or are you a non-Hispanic? And it made me think about, how many of you motherfuckers that are darker than me are signing out those forms, I'm a white Hispanic? Because I don't know any light-skinned Venezuelans. Most of the ones I've met are dark-skinned, darker than me. But are you guys like the Egyptian guy? Are you guys checking the white box? Well, welcome to being black in America, where you are officially now being hunted, zip-tied, sent to a literal concentration camp for deportation, to a country that may not even be of your own. I love all that for you. I hope when you have to check into immigration court that they revoke your paperwork and send you back where the fuck you came from. Because that's what you voted for. And I want you to have exactly what you voted for. And those of you who did not vote for that shit, a lot of you motherfuckers supported it. So I want you to have A, what you voted for, or B, what you supported. And I'm really loving that you are getting the black experience before you leave this motherfucker. And lastly, any candidate that for president or for mayoral candidate in New York or definitely president in 2028 who talk about one of the top priority will be immigration, I'm not voting for them. And I don't think any black person should. We should let this be the normal to get them the fuck off out of here. You want to think that you're better than black people and that you know better than black people, and go, be gone. We should not support any candidate that put immigration as his priority. Immigration, that's not black people's business. Black Americans have a lot more other shit that they need done than immigration. That's not our fight. We are going to stand the fuck down. And we should not vote for anyone who prioritizes immigration. Let these motherfuckers go and let them be gone.
I've told you over and over again, this thing that's happening with these immigration crackdowns, it strikes different when you are Latino, because what's happening is racial profiling. There is no ifs, ands, or buts about it. While I was gone, in my state of Florida, the Florida Highway Police, now Florida law enforcement has been deputized to detain people and act as if they are ICE. And there's been laws passed by DeSantis that make it even easier. And so Florida Highway Patrol detained a man. His name is Juan Carlos Lopez Gomez. It's a 20-year-old man who was born in Cairo, Georgia. So he is a U.S. citizen by birth. And he was in Florida driving to a construction job, got detained, and was detained for 30 hours. A U.S. citizen. And this is not happening in a vacuum. More and more people, because they're speaking Spanish, because I guess they look stereotypically Latino. I guess, if you don't have lily white skin and blue eyes, you are suspect. God forbid you have a tattoo. God forbid you have some melanated skin. Are getting detained because somebody hears them speaking Spanish at a store, or because somebody wonders why they're driving such a car, or because they're, working in construction or working in a farm. And sometimes it's been U.S. citizens. There's been Puerto Rican veterans that have been detained on ICE holds. And it's heartbreaking. You've got the case of Andre Jose Hernandez Romero. That's right. The gay makeup artist, Venezuelan, who with no ties to a gang, no criminal record here or there or anywhere, who's been disappeared to El Salvador. There's a delegation of Congress people down there now, and they can't find him. Look, I think the Salvadorian government is simply not putting him forward because they don't want the same issue as with Kilmer Abrego Garcia. But I am sorry. I am not going to let go of this issue because these are my people. Because I am never going to forget that I fled communism and I fled political violence. And so I don't think I'm better than any of the people that are coming now. And if I had the opportunity in this country, and let me say again and again and again, we all agree, criminals, get them the hell out. Do whatever you want with them. But these people who they wrongly sent, and it wasn't a mistake, it was absolutely purposeful. It was absolutely purposeful because all they want is to be able to prove Donald Trump's narrative that there's this invasion of Venezuelan gangs overtaking the country. And it's painful. It's painful to see. And it's not just happening to Latinos, right? We're seeing what's happening to international students. We're seeing what's happening to scientists at Harvard, for God's sake.
Stop complaining.
One of the things that breaks my heart the most is that I want to say pretty much all of these people, immigrants that come to the United States, it's to work.
It's literally to work and
that's it.
Make money and provide for their family either back home or for their family that is here.
And it saddens me to see all of these raids happening because I guarantee you if you ask these people who no tienen citizenship, people who don't have papers, aren't here legally, they don't care to get citizenship or get papers so that they can travel around the world.
They don't give a shit about that.
Ellos vienen a trabajar. sometimes all they literally want is a work permit.
It's a work permit.
That's
just so
it.
they can be here y trabajar a gusto.
They're like, I don't give a fuck if I don't get to go fly here and fly there and do all these things. And like,
unfortunately, a lot of them can't even afford to travel. They just want to be able to afford and provide and live a comfortable life with their family. Like, that's literally it.
Yeah, that's why it's like that's all they want. They get in permisos para trabajar so that they can provide for their family back home, so they can provide for their family they have.
The way that the Latino community is being terrorized and hunted down is frankly inhumane. And it is unacceptable and absolutely disgusting. It makes me disgusted on a daily basis that Marco Rubio, who represented an immigrant community, is out there being part of this, an active participant and accomplice in this horrible, horrible time. I'm going to tell you something. We're going to be reading about this time like we read today about the Japanese internment camps.
Yeah.
It's a dark, dark time in history. And yesterday, I was at I'll let you talk at some point.
No, there's
yesterday,
no rush.
I was at I've been talking a lot and I've been seeing, a lot of Latino heavyweights lately. And I have said to them, we all got to lose the fear of speaking up because we have a responsibility. Those of us who have status, those of us who have a platform, we have a responsibility to speak up for those who are being terrorized that can't speak because they are legitimately and for good reason afraid. So, at this point, fear is not an option at this point. Because the only way this changes, I have said this before, is if those cowardly Congress people are more afraid of losing their seats because the anger of the voters than they are afraid of Donald Trump.
This message goes to all you Latinos who were not born in the United States of America, talking shit to other Latinos who were born in the United States of America. You guys are talking shit to us because we stand with the mass deportations of these illegal immigrant criminals who are not only criminals in America, but also their own country. You can get upset with us all you fucking want. At the end of the day, none of you have to be there, nor do those individuals. I don't know who you guys think you are, but the fucking audacity to come to someone's country and demand that certain things not be done because you say so. This is exactly why I consider myself and will always call myself American. No soy Mexicano. I'm not Mexican. I'm Latino, but I'm an American Latino. And I find it a little bit funny that ironically you guys don't mention the fucking beef between each fucking nation and the way certain people think of each other from other countries. I like how you guys leave out that there's even Mexicans right now in Tijuana protesting against illegal immigration saying we don't want them here either, America. You also got Mexicans not like Venezuelans. El Salvadorians do not like Hondurans. Cubans and Puerto Ricans. Call one of them the opposite and you'll see how quickly they'd get upset. Even though we may share the same color of skin, that don't make us all kin. We are all different and unique in our own way. But for some of you guys upset that American Latinos are supporting this mass deportation of these individuals, just remember, you don't have to be here. You can always go back to your country and try to turn it into the America you want it to be. Straight up, y'all can get the fuck out of here.
So, like I said, see, the back and forth between the black community and the minority, Latinos, you see, recently between Asian community and black community, black Americans said, we're going to boycott. And up until now, it's still happening. See, the boycott didn't, Asians are not the first to be boycotted by black Americans. You know what? Because of the rhetorics. Oh, those guys are black. Or we are better than them. The white supremacy always find an equilibrium point between them, the white folks, and the minority group that looks a bit light in complexion, like the Latinos, like the Asians. And they will preach them against the black people, saying that, okay, come on, guys, we're going to give you fund to start a business. Where? In black neighborhood. And that is why you see a lot of Asians are found in black community. Not because of anything, but because the palm colored people like to always do this, practice this divide and rule tactics. We give fund to some group, minority group, and they will not give to black Americans because they feel threatened, and they know the capacity of black Americans. They know what they can do. So also it's the same thing with the Latinos. The Latinos were told, you watch a lot of videos where they were told that, you guys, I'm going to do everything for you. I'm going to blah, 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 blah. But when that guy came and became the president, the first thing he did is to revoke and deport every minority group, especially the Latinos. And of course, a lot of people are saying that, why are black Americans not speaking for us now? And black Americans are saying, we should speak for you. How? As to what happened? We were speaking, we were crying out loud, we were protesting, we were enlightening everybody before the election, during the election, but you guys didn't listen to us. Now, you said because you have the proximity to whiteness, you want to vote for them because you thought you looked like them, not knowing that you were being used. That is all that matters to them, to gain the seat, to gain more number. And that's exactly what happened to Latinos right now. When it came in, the first thing it was doing was just deporting. And right now, the status, if you are not properly, there's not like properly, if you are not documented, you are out of the system. And that's exactly what is happening right now. Asians, I'm going to come up with the Asian story too in my next video. Right now, Latinos are like, we are one. Speak for us, black Americans. Let's be our brother's keeper. Come on, speak for us. And black Americans are saying, we are done speaking for you guys. And now you're only calling and begging that we should be one. When quite alright, you were never one with us. And now there's this mindset, okay, we're being deported. The next people that is going to be deported are going to be black. And black are saying, you guys are joking. You thought we are immigrants like you. We're not immigrants. We are citizens. In fact, we're the indigenous people of America. That's what black Americans are saying. But the truth of the matter is, let's talk about it. This is my view and perception. The black Americans want Asians, want Latinos, especially Latinos, not to vote for this guy. Yes, they did. They told them this guy is not going to favor you. They thought because they have the proximity to whiteness, a lot of Latinos look like, white people. Some are married to them, some are, So they thought that, if I thought they're going to deport people, it can't be we that we are close to them, that look like them. Not knowing that that's a blatant lie. The first set of people that was deported, even the farmers, white farmers, are still crying till now that they need workers. And guess what? Even those farmers voted against themselves, thinking that they're going to get, loans and opportunities with this guy. So they voted for their workers to be deported, not knowing that they're not going to get anything, not knowing that they'll be stranded, but because of their greed and because of their selfishness, they voted against their own well-being. Now their farmland is empty and desolate. No one is there to work for them. You see, this is exactly what we're talking about. So if policy could be rolled out against palm-colored people that look like the person that we're talking about, how much you that is just minority group, you thought you look like them will save you. You thought not listening to black will give you like an opportunity to be left alone. You're never like them. You're not one of them. And this is what they are proving to you now. Now you're calling that Trump should maybe just deport everybody. He's going to deport everybody, but not black Americans, because they're indigenous to that land. And even the leadership of America knows the real indigenous people. They know that fact. Now you voted against yourself because you listen to black people. Now you're calling on black for what? Black said, no, we're done. We're going to boycott everybody. We're done trying to speak for everybody. We are boycotting everybody that do not care to listen to us. And you guys just have your way, enjoy your decision. And that's what black Americans are doing right now. Guys, what do you think about this? Is this the way to go? I feel yes, because black Americans they did placard, they protested, but nobody listened. So now I feel that everybody should dance to the music they created for themselves. That's what I feel. Anyway, guys, that's my opinion. What's your opinion? Let the conversation continue at the comment section. I want to hear from you guys, your views, your perception, the ups and downs you've had, or you know someone that was affected by this. Let's talk about it. Thank you guys for watching. I have to go now, but before I go, if today is your first time, please kindly subscribe to my channel and let this channel grow to the next phase. And I'll be grateful that you guys are doing that. To all my new subscribers, algorithm told me that a lot of 40% have just joined newly, and I want to say thank you to you guys and my whole subscribers. I love you guys. You guys are the real MVP. Until I come your way again. Bye for now.